In my lifetime, I have helped to parent wayward teenagers, meaning I have not only had one in my situation with my late spouse and late son, but I also had plenty of children that were sort of on the cusp of trying to decide where they fit because they were a part of broken families. And when you're a part of broken families, intelligence has to reign. Because if you don't raise an intelligent child, in other words, if you don't encourage them to focus on exploring who they are, what they are, based on education and studies, they will always be sort of a little insane. They will always feel like they're entitled to waste people's time. You see, the most valuable thing a child has to understand is the concept of time, that an adult's time has value in the world. And when a child comes from affluence, influence, and wealth, they don't always recognize the difference for someone whose child may not come from the same affluence, influence, and wealth. And while they might be loving and kind to pay for that child who is of an impoverished or just a lesser quality household in terms of the flexibility of discretionary income and their access to it because the family is focused on paying for the basics of life. We talk about the basics of life. The basics of life, straightforward, of course, are sustenance, food on the table, shelter, roof overhead, and service, the things we need to conduct our lives in terms of automobile, right? Rent, the utilities. So we can take my concept of that I usually talk about in opposite on service and that I need to be employed in order to get out of my challenge. But these are the basics of what we need.